Okay, so I'm ready.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
If you are ready, then I'm ready.
I am so ready.
So ready.
Yeah. But
Okay.
is it okay if I drink coffee?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just don't drink too loudly. Like.
Got it.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of our podcast. Today's episode is going to be all about traditions, celebrations, and festivals of Sweden. So a little glimpse at Swedish culture and how it may differ from Germany or maybe also other countries as well. And for that, I've invited another roommate. And so please welcome with me Philip, everybody.
Yeah, thank you.
Would you like to introduce yourself first? Your name,
Mm-hmm.
age, what you study, where you're from.
Yeah, sure. My name is Filip Johansson. I'm 22 years old and I'm studying economics. I'm from a rather small town in Sweden called Falköping, but since like 1.5 years back, I'm living here in Karlstad.
So you've stayed on another side of Sweden.
Yeah, I have, kind of.
Well, that's good. So you might have also, when you come from a small town, have some traditions there as well, celebrations.
Definitely.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite holiday or a favorite tradition that comes to your mind just now?
I mean, like in general, I really like Christmas. I've always done, but especially like nowadays, when I'm living here and I'm not able to see my family as much as I usually do. So I would say Christmas, definitely.
Good traditions. I love Christmas as well.
Yeah.
Christmas best time of the year. But I am not from Sweden, obviously, so I don't know
You're
about
not.
any traditions or something like that. I know just what I just told you, like for example the Polterabend that we have in
Yeah.
Germany and stuff. Do you have some specific traditions that come to your mind, or a typical Sweden tradition?
Well, we have this thing called Valborg. Do you know what it is?
No.
I mean, it is like a festivity in Sweden, and I know it's also a festivity in Finland. I'm not sure if anyone else celebrates it, but there's this like day or evening where you spend time with family and friends, and you light up this big fire. I know that it has like origins back in the Middle Ages, due to like, how do you say? I think they believe that it would like scare off.
Like ghosts. And
Yeah,
stuff
something like that. Yeah, but that's like thing we celebrate each year, where we like get together and light up this really big bonfire.
And what time of the year?
I think it's in March or something. Quite early.
So when it comes down to when spring starts and the dark year time goes by,
Yeah.
you just light up another big bonfire.
Yeah, and that's like the only thing we do that day that is like special. There is often like a choir also attending that sings like for an hour or something. Yeah, but it's really nice.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, every celebration where you come together with friends and family is basically cool. And very nice that you can have time to enjoy yourself and talk with others, for example. But I think we also have around Easter, we do have Easter fires that we do.
Yeah, right.
And so that might be I don't know if it's something similar, but at least we also light up fires.
Yeah, I guess it's basically the same thing, just that we the Valborg fire is basically the same thing as Easter fire, just like bigger. But like it doesn't differ that much.
Okay. Well, that's then like a similarity, but it's still like not the same name. But that's interesting. We found a similarity already there, besides Christmas.
We have, yeah. Because you don't have it in Germany, right? As far as you know.
No, it's just those Easter fires, and I can't like recall another holiday or tradition or celebration where we also light up fires. So that would be the only one thing. I know that there's something around Halloween, October, but that's more of a lantern parade.
Okay.
But I might bring that up as well again when we come to that topic.
Yeah.
Do you have any weird or like strange traditions of celebration? I have like looked up, for example, what it was called, Kräftskiva.
Yeah, that's. I think that's kind of weird. Definitely. In Sweden, it's called kräftskiva. In English, I think the term is crayfish
Yeah.
party.
Yeah,
kind
something
of.
like that.
Yeah, I'm not sure why we do it every year, but I mean, when we celebrate it, it's like we eat crayfish, and like many people sing songs. It's almost always like during the evening, and you spend it either with. I think the most common thing is to spend it with friends, like family friends or something. Yeah, and you like eat a lot of crayfish, sing songs, and drink.
But is like crayfish that popular in Sweden?
I mean, kind of. Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Okay.
But that would kind of at least explain like the festivity.
But I mean, like, it all begins with this dinner where you eat, and then all of the songs are kind of like drinking songs. But I mean, like, more than that, it isn't so much more than that. Then it just kind of turns into a party, I guess.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah, maybe.
But it's not like that you go out on the street and everybody sells crayfish.
No, not at all.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Makes it less weird. But I mean, then it's like a good occasion to have a party, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move from like traditions, celebrations to like just celebration and festivals. I mean, Halloween is around,
Yeah.
just around the corner. I mean,
Right.
it's when this publishes, it is Sunday, the 23rd of October. So
Okay.
it's just around the corner.
Yeah.
Do you guys celebrate Halloween? I've been to town and I saw a lot of like candy being sold and like
Yeah.
pumpkin buckets and stuff.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they also have this like huge store in Midt i City, the Galleria,
Yeah.
where they only sell like Halloween stuff. But yeah, I mean, like, sure. During my childhood, me and my siblings would always go like collecting candy from our neighbors. It's not like typical Swedes to do, but I mean, we did, and our neighbors kind of appreciated it. They thought it was fun to like see us and our children like come around. Nowadays we don't do that, but we like have other traditions. I have this friend. She and her boyfriend always host this really big party every year. It's kind of become their thing. So every Halloween they have this huge party with so much decorations, so much Halloween food and snacks and stuff. They prepare and plan for it like almost the entire year.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's really fun. So I mean, like, in my case, I guess I do celebrate Halloween. But I think like most Swedes just go to like a Halloween party. But that's it.
So it's not like, not about like collecting sweets, like children collecting sweets, but more an occasion to have a party again.
Yeah, I would say so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have something, like another thing where you can go around as a kid and like collect sweets? Because we have like another day for that,
Okay.
where we go around, have also with the lantern parades, for example. And then in the evening, you go usually around with your parents and sing songs to your neighbors
No,
to get sweets, actually.
no, not at all.
Because I think, what do we sing? You go around and you sing, ich bin ein armer König, gib mir nicht so wenig, denn ich muss noch weitergehen bis zu Nachbars Tür. And you get basically something from the neighbors as well.
Oh, okay. But when is that during the year?
I think it's like around October and November, something like that. I just recall because from the kindergarten we always went out with our lanterns. Sometimes our parents were with us because it got very light. And
Yeah.
then we went to the city with lanterns. I sang another song. And then I believe in the evening we usually went out and asked for sweets and stuff. But that was the only thing that we celebrated, so it's not Halloween. And usually, I think it's in Germany mostly as well, having a party. But I feel like it could become bigger, theoretically.
Okay. Yeah.
So, but that you don't have something else to Halloween.
No, I don't think so.
Interesting. Great. So, there's actually another thing which I believe kind of sweets and also dressing up as something else, because in November also our Carnival season starts.
Right.
I think it's called the 5th season or something like that. But it's mostly celebrated, I think, in western parts of Germany.
Oh, okay.
We do have like smaller carnival things in the eastern parts as well, but like the carnival is mostly around Cologne and stuff. Do you celebrate carnival? Is that a thing here, or isn't it at all?
Not at all, actually. I mean, like, it sounds like a really fun thing to do and to like attend. I've seen like the Cologne Carnival once, but we don't have like anything like that here, unfortunately.
Okay.
Yeah.
Needs to be asked.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would have been nice to have one, but yeah, not at the moment.
So, having carnival finished does not exist in Sweden at all.
No.
After carnival, usually there comes the cozy, warm time, both our favorite holidays and celebrations, Christmas.
Yeah.
But Christmas and Easter are usually connected to some Christian origin, I would say like that. Do you have many festival or festivities in Sweden that are connected to some Christian origin? I know you have Lucia around Christmas as well.
Yeah, I mean, like, sure, I would say so. They definitely have like a Christian origin, but I mean, like, Sweden in general are very secularized. So I mean, like, even though like the origin is Christian, I think we're going away from that. At least most of us. But I mean, like, we have Lucia, Christmas, Easter. They're like the really big ones. But nowadays we don't like bring up the origin or like the religious parts of the celebrations. Instead, we focus on like, yeah, how we celebrate them nowadays.
Okay. I think that goes also with what we do in Germany, like at them, or what happens in Germany, like right now. That it's if you want to make it a Christian thing and go to church to both occasions, like Christmas and Easter, you can do it, but it's goes away from that. For example, when I look at Easter, I don't know. I think Easter Bunny is possibly still Christian, but we do like also like rolling down eggs, a hill or something like that,
Okay.
or searching for eggs and stuff, or other stuff.
Yeah.
Don't you roll down your eggs on
Yeah.
Easter?
Yeah. No, we don't. But I mean, like during Easter, I think how you celebrate it is very different from family to family. In my family, we celebrate it by like the entire family gathering in the morning, having a breakfast together where we like paint eggs, and then like a few hours later, all of the children in the family goes out to search for eggs, which is really nice. And then like at 1 or 2, we have this like rather big Easter dinner with a lot of food. Yeah, and in the afternoon we usually go to my grandparents to spend time with them. They are rather religious, so like they usually go to church like during the time we search for eggs and stuff. Yeah, so we spend time with them and then return back home in like the evening to have another dinner together.
Okay. But I think that also goes as well with like German tradition. But I think it might always depends from family to family how you celebrate something.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too.
One of the most like traditional or biggest Swedish festivities I've heard about is Midsummer Festival.
Right.
What is that?
That's a very good question. Like, it is a celebration in Sweden. Maybe it's something that we only celebrate here in Sweden. I mean, nowadays it's just a reason to party for most people. Yeah, so midsummer is the longest day of the year. But I mean, as I said, nowadays it's mostly a reason for people to party. Growing up, it looked differently. For children, midsummer is quite different. Like around Sweden, in most cities, we have like celebrations where people get together and like decorate this huge pole. Have you seen it? With two like.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. Yeah.
Yeah. So we decorate one of those, and then musicians come and play songs and sing and stuff, and then like all of the children and like their parents dance together in circles. Yeah. And like spend time together. Sometimes people have like small fires where they can like bring their own food and eat together. And another typical thing is to always have like this like cake with strawberries and whipped cream and stuff. That's like very, very common in Sweden.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, but I think besides like the celebration that I just described, where everyone dances and stuff, during the day it's most common to like spend time with the family, and during the evening it's quite common that you like hang out with family friends, sometimes lighting up a fire then as well for some reason. I know that we did during our celebrations. But yeah, that's basically it, I think.
But it's mostly like on the traditional side, like going back into time, into the old days of Sweden.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have something like that at all, like midsummer. But I think it's also because obviously here's not all day sun, and I mean especially when you go up higher in the north, obviously there will just be sun on the whole day. So
Yeah.
but it's good to know that you have something like that. And I think it's also I believe a time where a lot of tourists might also come to Sweden to witness it as well.
Yeah, I think that's a thing.
Okay. Well then, would you say that Sweden has like many tradition celebrations?
Yeah, I think I would. I'm not sure that like we have a lot of celebrations that differ from other countries. I mean, sure, we have some.
Like the National Day, for example.
Yeah, I mean, like the National Day, we celebrate it, but it's very calm festivities. There's usually one big event in each city where like orchestras play or something, and there are always a lot of like Swedish flags everywhere, but it's not like a reason for people to party or to like spend time with friends as such. But sure, yeah, we celebrate it.
And you celebrate a lot.
Yeah.
But I think it's very interesting to see that you most like use festivities, for example, like Midsummer or also Halloween, just to throw a party, basically.
Yeah.
You're very. Would you say you're a party person, like in Sweden?
Yeah, I guess so.
But I guess it's also a very good thing to just get together with friends and family that you haven't seen for a long time. So I think those events are possibly always great during the year, especially if you like moved out as a student and can go home, especially to due to these days.
Yeah.
Now, a last question.
Sure.
In one of my first course, we also had like a little bit of Swedish culture.
Okay.
And some, how do you say, legends? Like some legends as well. I mean, because Scandinavian countries, like Norway, Sweden, Finland, maybe also Denmark, are also seen, I would say, as like mystic countries with a lot of legends, I would say. Is there some that might come to your mind? I mean, what I, for example, heard about is, for example, Näcken.
Yeah.
Or also like Skogsrön. How do you say Skogsrön?
Skogsrået.
Yeah. Sorry for the mispronunciation.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, like the first one you brought up, sure. My parents and like people in my family often like told us about that one.
Näcken?
Yeah, in order to like keep us from water.
Yeah, because it's basically a water spirit that is set to like drown children in lakes.
Yeah,
and
to like lure them out in the water and drown them.
Crazy.
Yeah, but yeah, we were told about it, and like of course scared of it. But yeah, they did it in order to like keep us safe in a sense of way, to like not, or just like to be careful around water, which is good, of course.
Obviously.
But I think that's like one of the biggest ones that we are told about. The other one, I'm not even sure what it is, but I know I've heard about it.
I think the other one, I'm not trying to pronunciate it again, but the other one was like, I think, like a forest spirit that also, especially, I would say, drags man into the woods. And so they go missing there.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I thought so too. Yeah. But other than that, I believe like some legends that I've possibly heard is also about like trolls or something like that. Are you looking up legends now?
Yeah, I am. But I don't actually like, I'm not familiar with so many of them.
I think it also depends again on what family you come from and what they tell you about.
Yeah. I think so too, definitely.
What other comes to my mind would be now Tomten, but that is more like Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think I wanted to make another Christmas episode around December, maybe like.
Yeah, you should.
So, but obviously Tomten would possibly be also some kind of legend then.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well that was the last question.
Great.
Then I thank you very much for your time and for being on my podcast. I know that you're very busy recently.
Yeah.
So
I kind of am.
Thank you very much for making time.
Thank you for having me.
And I think it's also like good to take a rest after all of this and take a break after you've settled down a little bit, especially after next week.
Yeah.
And so have a very restful Sunday, everybody, and start your new week very good. Remember, enjoy your restful Sunday with family, friends, or also alone. And then we hear us next Sunday. And as we always say, I say goodbye with the Swedish hej då, and a Norwegian ha det bra. Bye bye.